Welcome to day 5 out of 24. Our fifth story is called Santa's Toy Shop. It is illustrated by the Walt Disney Studios and adapted by Al Dempster. Way up north in the land of ice and snow stands a cozy little house, and besides the front door hangs a neat little sign. Santa Claus, says the sign, because that is who. S-Claus, says the sign, because that is who lives there. Santa Claus, or as I call it, Father Christmas. But I like to say Santa Claus. Mrs. Claus lives there too. Of course, she keeps the house for Santa Claus, and for all the elves who work in Santa's toy shop. And what a busy place that toy shop is. In the doll department, and the train department, and the game and building set department, and the dozens of departments up and down the halls. Happy little Christmas elves are busy all year long, making and trying out the toys. Oh, everyone is busy in Santa's toy shop, but Santa Claus is the busiest of them all. He shows the doll makers how to paint on smiles. I'll take a day off soon, said Santa Claus, and play. But letters keep coming from boys and girls, wanting talking dolls and cowboy boots, rocking horses and fireman suits. I'm just too busy, Santa Claus. Santa Claus says, I never have time to play with the toys. And most of those children have been so good, Santa has to do his best to please them. So the day whizzed by in Santa's toy shops. And soon it is Christmas Eve again, and Santa Claus has still not played with a single toy. Oh, jumping jacks, said Santa Claus last Christmas Eve as Mrs. Claus buttoned up his warm red coat. Now I have to give all these toys away, and I never will get to try any out. And he almost scowled. But Mrs. Claus whispered something into Santa's ear and left the house chuckling to himself. Wonderful idea, the reindeer heard him say as they waited at the door, hitched to the heaped-up sleigh. Then all night long round the world they flew, and Santa dropped down chimneys with his load of toys, or slipped in doors or windows where the chimney didn't fit. The load grew lighter and the sleigh as they went, and as last Santa Claus was slipping down the chimney into the very last house on his list. Then he found a Christmas tree all set up, and he put the final touches on it and lit all the lights. He found a plate of cookies and a glass of milk with a note that said, For dear Santa Claus, so he sat himself down and had a bite of lunch. And he unpacked the toys, as he always does, but he did not hustle right away. Not this time, no. He set up the new electric train and sent it speeding round the track and through the tunnel. He sent the model aeroplane spinning around the Christmas tree, and he built a whole village with Christmas blocks. When Santa had tried every Christmas toy, back home they flew in his magical sleigh to Mrs. Claus.